Okay.
Hello, guys. We are here. We're still working out a couple of kinks. This spectator system has been very much rigged together, patched together, ghetto rigged, you could say. But we think we have everything going properly at this point. So I will let my buddy Perplexity take it away. I am Ohhgee Haptics, joined by Perplexity, and this is finally the Classic Cup. You're going to see the Alliance Druid's point of view up in the left corner of your screen, the Horde Druid point of view in the right corner as soon as we get that working, and the raid frames for each team underneath.
Yeah, so right now we're watching YesMaster here. He's got a helm onto Dantos. Of course, YesMaster could be able to get this flag out here pretty easily. Churks the Hunter chasing him down though. YesMaster popping the tidal to get out. He's going to be coming out ramp with that FAP popped. Can't be slowed, of course, while the FAP is up. YesMaster now moving down ramp, looking to get assisted by his mages. His mages are currently controlling mid. The Alliance have been pushed back to their ramp though, and there's going to be a fear. No, there will not be a fear, as the fear from anime has stopped onto YesMaster, and YesMaster just cleaned through on the east side of the map. Dashka, although chasing after him now with a bit of speed, he has the Flea popped. Of course, Flea is Skull of Impending Doom, gives you a bit of a mana drain and a HP drain, but allows you to run 60% faster. He's now popped his boots as well, and he's chasing after YesMaster. His boots back. No, he gets naded in the back though, so YesMaster looks like he's going to be completely through, going to do the GY jump. Dashka, though, hungry for blood, is going to keep running after him though. Has Noggenfogger popped. He's pre-popping that Noggenfogger. YesMaster, though, has he failed the jump? He hasn't failed the jump. He's made the jump absolutely perfectly. Dashka getting feared there now. And YesMaster is completely safe and through, it seems. Yeah, NMSL have perfect control in mid, and YesMaster just going to cap this first flag in 5 minutes.
Dude, none of my macros are working now.
Nothing's working?
Yeah, none of them are working.
That's so weird. It was working outside. Okay, just play third person.
Yeah, we'll do the best we can. Flag picked by Vap. It's the Alliance Druid just in time to prevent that cap. Oh, but he won't make it out alive. He will be taken down, and that's going to be a very, very quick cap for that Horde team. That happened very fast. Do not underestimate the Chinese along with YesMaster.
Yeah, YesMaster, of course. He's a master of Druid, and he knows exactly what he's doing. He doesn't speak Chinese himself, but he has the synergy with his Chinese players, having played with them for the last couple of years. And getting that cap in 5 minutes against PUG, the Phoenix Superstars, I don't know, it has to be quite embarrassing. We're on board now here in mid. The Shaman, Mage, and Warlock from the Chinese team will be controlling it. Shenfashi, though, looking to cross on the west side. He's being blocked, though, by Mockingbird, the Warlock, doing what he can. Not very much mid presence from either team at this point in time. You're going to see them pushing out now pretty soon, I would assume. The Alliance are playing 3 defense, I think. They have the Warlock, the Hunter, and the Rogue currently patrolling around their ramp.
Yeah, lots of mid control in the hands of the Horde team right now. They are swarmed in mid, and the Alliance very much pushed back towards their base. Looks like they're going to take a team fight towards their ramp here. Try and prevent this Druid from getting an easy pass. They need to establish some kind of control right outside the base, or else YesMaster is just going to fly out with that flag, and it's going to be too easy.
Yeah, I'm very surprised why the Alliance Warrior isn't controlling mid right now with his players. Dutch Girl and Shenfashi are forced to run away here, while, you know, the Chinese players of Ali's, Callaway, and Mockingbird are just going to run them down. Callaway casting that Chain Lightning, Shenfashi back to the graveyard for the 3rd time this game. And yeah, the Horde just have full control. We're going to see YesMaster picking the flag pretty soon at this point. The Alliance are unfortunately nowhere to be seen. Are they turtling?
We'll see. They definitely have that Warlock Hunter defense combo set up. You can only assume the Rogue as well. Looks like they have a Mage defending in addition.
Genesis Law has managed to find his way onto the Alliance roof, and he's going to start putting those improved Blizzards down. Of course, improved Blizzard, one of the strongest spells in vanilla and undispellable. Essentially perma-slow unless you get a silence on that. Genesis Law now looking to get the pick. YesMaster comes out with that FAP. A sap onto Genesis Law, though, from Nit into the blind onto YesMaster, but it's covered by a Helm. Maybe a bit of a waste of cooldowns, but they are playing that double row combo, and they're going to pop out now onto YesMaster. YesMaster now popping that Shadow Word Reflector, so he cannot be coiled. Improved kick there from Nit. The coil comes out, though, after the Shadow Reflector has ended. YesMaster now running back into the team of PUG. PUG doing massive damage onto YesMaster. YesMaster forced to trinket that fear. Ali's, though, getting caught into the tidal from Nit. Nit playing out of his mind as YesMaster now down to low health is forced to use that NS as a second blind from Nit. Now comes out. Ali's, though, not CC'd. He may be up to free cast as Nit looking to kick him here, trying to get the pre-kick off. He manages to gouge that heal. Perfect play from Nit. Reopens onto YesMaster with that cheap shot. Anime going to fear Yes, Master, maybe a fear onto allies. He gets sapped off the
Freezing
fear though.
The freezing
Holy moly!
The freezing band coming in for Yes Master, showing you why he uses that item and sacrifices the stamina. Still got 2 rogues on him though. Of course, PUG running this double rogue setup, it can be very deadly for a druid.
Yes, Master dropped him down to 50% health. The kidney shot out of... No, he gets caught into the freezing band. Another freezing band proc for Yes Master. Pretty fortunate in this game. Dutchko, though, chasing after him with those boots and the fear. It's a huge title. Yes Master, completely fine. The Olympic jumper in his own right has now found his way onto the top of the Alliance tunnel. And it looks like he's going to be absolutely fine. No, he jumps into the Rogue of Dantos. His cheap shot knit there as well. A third freezing band proc from Yes Master. What is going on, Jake?
Yes Master was one of the first druids to pioneer using the freezing band. A lot of druids, as he goes down, unfortunately the double rogue is too much, but a lot of druids prior to Yes Master really thought that sacrificing the stamina to wear 2 freezing bands was not worth it, but he shows you right there that it definitely is. 3 procs for him, and that is just fun to watch, Alex.
Yeah, stay frosty, boys. There were so many improved kicks onto Yes Master, but those rings, that 2% chance, just slowing them down, sending them back to Antarctica where they belong. But they're going to get the kill on him regardless, because I don't think he should have jumped down from the roof. He got caught into a cheap shot there by Dantos, and the stun look was just way too much. Of course, Nit spamming those ambushes at the same time. Yeah. And it looks like the Alliance, though, with the momentum, taking control of mid, Jake.
Yeah, I'm very confused as to what their druid is doing. I don't know if there's a connection problem or a lack of morale, but he seems to just be sitting over by that far western stump. But meanwhile, the Chinese team taking some serious mid control here. The Horde controlling mid wells. They've done much of this game. Devesha is going to go down without heals. Unfortunately, Dutch Girl could not get that heal off in time. Too much damage from the lock in the warrior being put onto him in mid there.
Yeah, the Chinese team of NMSL seem to have sort of regrouped and regained their composure after that lack of what I guess should have been a cap.
Yeah, and the Alliance Druid finally making some moves. He's in stealth now, trying to sneak his way up the Horde ramp. But of course, that Horde defense, they're waiting.
What are the Horde defense running?
They've got a rogue in the flag room. They have a hunter trap down here at the tunnel entrance. Meanwhile, their Warlock, very much focused on controlling mid, he has fallen back to the base now. He sees the incoming, and he's headed up ramp to try and spoil their flag pick plans.
Yeah, the flag seems to have been picked, though, from Anime. Anime, the Warlock, gets a big coil onto and filed the Rogue on that defense, of course, and filed into that Hodge there. Doesn't manage to use the Shadow Reflector, but Yes Master waiting outside on the fence, waiting for... I don't know, he's not crossed mid yet. I'm pretty surprised as to why he hasn't made his way into mid.
We'll get both our Druid POVs working for the next games that we know for sure, but at this point, Anime, a Warlock, has the flag. Definitely not the class that you want to see with the flag. He does have Toxon with him to provide some heals, but he's being spam damaged by one Warlock here, and it looks like he's got a Hunter headed his way to try and take him out. It's going to be very difficult for him to make the cross here.
Anime, though, landing the fear onto Alacrity. Not going to be able to slow him down. Huamam looking to land the nade. Gets a huge nade on Anime from around the side. And an improved concussive shot manages to land on the Warlock, but Vapids has just picked up the flag instantly, but gets scattered. There is, of course, a Siphon Life onto Vapids, so Vapid will be able to escape that crowd control as Genesis Law caught into a sheep and a fear. No Will of the Forsaken for him as he is sheeped. Niddledino, though, manages to CC 2 people, 3 people. Nit playing out of his mind as he's onto Vapids now, trying to peel for his Druid. Another blind use. Nit doing what he can. He doesn't manage to repick the flag, though, and that looks like Yes Master now will take the flag of the Alliance team.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a cap. I don't think anyone is even close to being in a position to repick, and the Chinese team definitely showing that they're not to be underestimated here. Yes Master, one of the stronger Druids in the tournament, and despite our lack of knowledge about many of these Chinese players, they seem to be holding their own regardless of ping or language barriers.
Yeah, they are definitely very well practiced, and I'm really impressed by the Chinese players, I have to say. They've got full mid control once again. I think PUG don't really know what to do. They're trying to send Vapids and Shen Fashi across mid now to maybe pick the flag from the Horde ramp, but they're going to be met by Mockingbird and maybe Kalau Wei as they make their way up this ramp. Horde still with complete control in mid. You would like to see the Alliance take some form of control back. Usually the Horde with their burst damage are able to take control in the first couple of fights, but as things swing back and the Horde run out of cooldowns and momentum, the Alliance usually take mid control right back, but we're just not seeing that in this game, Jake.
Not so far. I have managed to get our second Druid point of view working at this point. So many macros to sort through, but I think I've got it working, so I should be able to actually cast with you in just a moment, Alex.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, we're just seeing the Horde team here of NMSL just absolutely dominating the Alliance ramp. They've pushed up. They're going to be met by some pressure from Sharonex. So Sharonex caught into a fear. The Priest of Pug. Devacia, though, trying to 1v3, pops that sweeping strikes and has that Berserker stance up. Looking to take down Parker, though. Parker in that Mortar Strike gets feared. Devacia trying to do what he can with all the damage he can. A shield comes out from the Priest, though, but a big instep stun onto Sharonex is going to stop that heal. Sweeping strikes from Bone Reaver's Edge has been procced from Parker, and the Windfury Totem just slaps that Priest. Getting earthed right there.
Yeah, really showing off the power of that Shaman Warrior combo. That is damage that the Alliance side just doesn't really have available in terms of that much burst, that much unexpected damage. As we do see a flag pick coming in from Yesmaster. He's got a lot of players to deal with in that enemy flag room. He's got his free action potion popped, still not getting dispelled at this point. Gets a War Stomp down onto Niddledina there, but dealing with this double rogue just so difficult for Yesmaster. He's very, very low now, popping everything to try and get out of this tunnel. He is getting healed by his Priest just in time. The flag return comes in for the Alliance side, and it looks like Yesmaster is actually going to escape here. Big plays by him and his healers.
Yeah, something to be of note here is the rogues are actually doing something very clever. They have one rogue playing with that frost oil, and they have one rogue playing with the with instant poisons and wound poisons. So they're stacking the poisons onto Yesmaster. Yesmaster caught into a full kidney. The MS is on him as well, but I don't think they're going to be able to do anything with Dutchgo caught into a CC. No Dispel is going to come down. Dutchgo now starting to CC. Devacia and Nit and Dantos doing what they can to take down Yesmaster, but he's just being peeled. Huamam free casting. Genesis Low free casting. Sheeps from behind. Genesis Low now completely safe from CCs as he blinks through. Huamam going to be escorting Yesmaster through as well. Zarklo comes in from behind, the big flank from the Chinese mage, the Sapper charge. The AoEs are coming down, and the Alliance are just getting buried once again in this game as Yesmaster cleanly through. Looking like it's going to be a 3-0.
Yeah, and a very fast 3-0 at that. The Horde Rogue, that's still in position in that flag room, ready for any incoming, and it looks like Yesmaster is going to easily make his way into the base. I don't see any of these Alliance players.
He was slowed down. He was gouged by Nit, and it seems there's going to be some players running up tunnel now. They're ahead of Yesmaster, so unless Infiled plays out of his mind right here, the Alliance may just sneak away a flag.
Yeah, he does get a sap onto the Warlock there, and
Beautiful sap.
I think that sap might be the game in and of itself. Indeed, no skull up, no way out of that sap, and this is going to be a cap for Yesmaster, and one of the
fear just to add insult to injury as well. China saying, get out of our game. This is our game to win. 3-0.
Look at that. He's trying to pick, not quite.
The Grizzly Bear taken down at the end.
Can't quite get it off. So a very, very quick match for map 1. Of course, this is a best-of-3 series.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're doing what we can. We're working out the kinks. Should have both Druid point of views working here for map number 2 between these two squads, PUG and NMSL. You're going to see the Alliance Druid in the top left of your screen, the Horde Druid in the top right of your screen, and the raid frames of each team underneath. We'll see how this mid-fight shakes out here.
I just want to say real quick that bear with Ohhgee, because this is a lot of work. There's a lot of clients and a lot of things to be done, but yeah. On board with the mid-fight here. Looks like Kracadia and his Mage of Shenfashi and the Priest of Sharina are going to try and control the west side of the map. Playing around this wagon, of course, this wagon is not line of sight. And the NMSL team deciding the better of that. They do not want to get involved in a fight there.
Yeah, pretty smart, especially as the Alliance side to not push in too deep towards that Zerker hut there. You know, with both players having all their mid-team alive, it's really easy for someone to overextend and just get absolutely demolished by that Shaman Warrior combo. We are going to see the Horde Warrior charging in now, though. He's found a lonely park to get that charge onto. The Alliance side going to try to cast through this stump and get as much damage out as they can. But right now, Park is very overextended, and he goes down to that aforementioned Warrior Shaman burst. It's just so much damage on that Horde side. So Pug with the upper hand early on in this one as the Alliance flag pick comes in. We'll see if Yesmaster can make it out alive.
Yeah, Pug has opted to put the Power Infusion onto Anime, and there was just so much damage from the Berserking Shaman and the Power Infusion of the Priest onto Enemy for those Shadow Bolts, and Park just intercepting into the Horde player there, getting instantly globaled.
Yesmaster,
of course, they're not going to have that warrior.
Flag pick in the meantime, though. He's already made it all the way up to that card on the west side, and it looks like he is crossing largely uncontested right now, Alex.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the Horde team want to try and stop him, but they do have mid control. It seems like they're going to try and turn onto him now. Sharina and Toxon. No, Toxon is not turning on him. Genesis, though, escorting Yesmaster through, and Yesmaster, it's a shame to see because Horde had so much map control. And they're just a little bit behind connecting on Yesmaster. Yesmaster now going to try and do that graveyard jump. He's going to get feared into a title, maybe possibly, as the Horde rogue of Skizzik. Skizzik getting bashed there. Yesmaster a title onto him. He's going to try and do the graveyard jump. Feared there, though. Wind Fury Factory getting sheeped on that Chain Lightning. And it looks like Yesmaster is going to be okay, but he's taking a lot of damage. Maybe forced to Trinket here and use that NS. As you see in the Alliance base, Vapid and Infiled.
Yeah, Vapid able to get a flag pick just in time there. Looks like he's making his way up through the connector. He has a lot of pressure on him, but a big Rocket Helm onto Infiled Wall there is gonna, it looks like, let Vapid escape, at least for the time being. Trying to make his way down the ramp. He's gotten a Rocket Helm onto the Warlock, though. It's immediately dispelled by the Fell Hunter. Under some pressure now, but it seems like he's okay for the time being. Getting casted on.
Yeah, he's running out on this
below.
fence.
He's trying to shift out of these slows. And he could find himself in trouble if he doesn't go through mid quickly. He can't give the Alliance team time to get into position around him. He does have a Priest and a couple mages right behind him. He's going to get the Feral Charge onto that Priest there. Create some space between himself and this chaotic fight. But he's stuck in a fear now in caster form. If he gets stunned or anything here, it could be bad, Alex.
Yeah, this is a big problem now, because Vapid has absolutely no mana whatsoever. Forced to use a mana pot there and not actually use a pot on something like a free action potion, because he wouldn't have been able to NS. Of course, he's going to be fine, though, as his team managed to peel them off. Shen Fashi doing perfectly here, slowing them down. The Mage with those a million slows. Going to be able to slow that Alliance team down, and Vapid, through the skin of his teeth, just manages to sneak through. Daylight robbery with that flag. I feel like he definitely should have died there in that fear. Bit of a blunder there from NMSL.
Yeah, definitely unlikely that he survives, especially caught in that fear in caster form. If they had anything, a title, a kidney shot, an intercept stun, anything like that to get him stunned in caster form, he likely would have gone down. But instead, it's going to be the Horde team finally getting a flag across here, and we're going to reach our first stalemate of the tournament.
Yeah, we're going to see the offense and the defense teams set up here. Of course, in the modern meta of Vanilla Warsong Ultra, what we like to see is teams will have a pretty strong defense on the roof of either base, and they will have set teams of players that will go and attempt to break the control on that roof. The banana area, of course, the ramp that leads up to roof, they will try and break that control and get onto the Druid, at which point the Druid will usually jump down, and a chicken chase will essentially occur. So we're going to see that take place now with the Alliance team.
Yeah, both Druids comfortable on their roofs. Let's take a look at where these rogues are, though. Of course, if a rogue is able to sneak onto the roof before that flare goes down at the bottom banana, it can have a huge impact and really open up a lot of plays, allowing the rogue to get a sap onto the Priest, a Rocket Helm onto the Druid, but it looks like neither rogue has managed to sneak up right now. So they're going to use two different approaches here. Niddledino is actually going to try to push up the banana with his team. Meanwhile, the Alliance rogue is going to wait down in flag room, hopefully for Yesmaster to drop. Let's see how this push up the banana goes. Chinese team actually with a warrior defending, an interesting tactic that you don't really see a whole lot, but it can be very effective just because warriors are able to do so much damage. Their one-shot potential is so high. Yesmaster.
Oh, and Yesmaster's dead.
Yeah, he just goes down. Vapid doesn't jump soon enough. Dies very, very quickly there. The repick coming in, though. Yesmaster not in position to cap. He was forced down off the roof himself.
Yesmaster here now in his base. He's going to try and get that flag in, of course. They're trying to escort the flag out through that connector area. They've decided better of it. Yesmaster is going to be forced to run away now. Stuck here in this connector area with the Horde team chasing after him. Of course, they want to get as much pressure on him as possible. Nittledino getting caught in the net there, trying to capture him. But the spawn from Genesis and Zark are going to just going to slow him down. And Yesmaster is going to be completely fine above this tunnel.
Yeah, so now the question is, can Crocodilia make it out alive or pass this flag off to a Druid? He's stuck in a fear right now. Does have a Priest with him to dispel him. But he's being dispelled himself. Oh, and that's a big Rocket Helm onto Crocodilia's Priest. He is all by himself now. A warrior, definitely not a class that wants to be running a flag without heals or support. Getting casted on by the Chinese mage, kiting him around the best he can. He's got a Hunter up in his face now as well. A lot of damage going on to Crocodilia. He's most likely dead here. He will indeed go down, and that's going to be a cap for Yesmaster and the Chinese squad.
I really like, I have to say, even though the Chinese caps first, I really like how the team of PUG managed to adapt. They took mid control back this game, and that first cap definitely wasn't as fast as it was in the last game. So I'd like to see if PUG can continue adapting here and improving. It seems like they can definitely steal a couple caps here and maybe even the game.
Yeah, and let's not forget about the faction switch. I think really the power of Horde in that mid-fight is on full display right now. That Warrior-Shaman combo just so effective at getting an early kill in that initial mid-team fight. It's very rare you see the first frag in that initial battle go the way of the Alliance.
Yeah, of course, that initial burst from those Shamans do a lot of damage. As we're looking here in mid, it looks like Horde are taking control once again. Arc overextending again. Just getting casted on. No, the Alliance are fighting back a little bit. Horde forced away, maybe.
Yeah, Warrior charging in, though. He's going to charge and then immediately intercept onto the Warlock. That's Gooby there. Warlocks, of course, being one of the primary sources of direct damage that Alliance has to make up for that lack of a Shaman. He will escape for the time being, head back to the base to try and defend as Yes Master picks the flag.
He was forced to pop those rocket boots, though, so we shall see if that hurts him in the future. Callow, hey, forced to pop the bubble as well in order to escape that mid control. Doesn't want to die in mid. Pretty interesting there. Maybe he would have missed the res if he didn't pop that bubble, so maybe saved himself 30 seconds of CC by popping that bubble, which would have been a very inspired decision. Horde here have managed to take map control again. Let's see if they can continue to hold it. As we see Wind Fury Factory 1v1ing Park on the east side of the map is going to be assisted by Sharina. There's a bit of a 3v1 here in mid. And Horde still retain that map control. Yes, Master above the fence here.
Over here on the Horde ramp, a big sap onto Genesis Law will give the Rogue the opener onto Yes Master. He's going to be immediately sheeped and then Frost Nova on top of. Sheeped again, that's a second DR sheep. Yes Master above that Horde tunnel. Looks like he's not ready to jump down into mid quite yet. Let's see if this Horde team can get into position to prevent him from just running across. He does have a warrior right below him, Crocodilia there. That's most likely the reason he does not feel safe to jump at the moment. A Horde priest down there as well. So Yes Master in a tight spot. This is a situation where he is safe as long as he's up on top of that tunnel, but he's going to jump down now, and it's going to be difficult for him to cross. He does have some peels and some support getting intercepted onto right now, the warrior breaking the fear as well, but his Dispeller is still caught in a fear. Yes, Master, FAP or Living Action Potion comes out. It was a Living Action Pot, falls off now. The Rogue on him, doing all kinds of work. Can he get across here?
Yeah, Rogue getting sheep, though. It seems like Yes Master is just going to get through unscathed once again. The Chinese team just do an amazing job of maintaining that mid control, but Wind Fury Factory popping that FAP, getting scattered immediately and counter-spelled on top of that is going to prevent all forms of damage as he gets buffed there by Huamama. Yes Master now seems to be completely fine. Alacrity holding down that front line. Genesis Keck going to look to cut off the reinforcements from the east side. Toxon trying to sneak through, but it's too little too late, Toxon, my friend. No mana, no health, and Yes Master is going to get through into his base absolutely fine.
Yeah, both flag carriers once again crossing the map safely. We're going to have another stalemate here. Let's see if either one of these rogues can get into a strong position. Last time, that banana push was so effective for the Alliance side. Vapid jumping down into the banana rather than into flag room, and he was death coiled and killed almost immediately upon making that decision as we wait for these two defenses to set up their banana fortress. Yeah,
if we could, I wanna ride on board with the Alliance team of NMSL as they play their defense here. I've heard a lot of things about how Alacrity plays pretty damn well on that Hunter.
Well, we've got Genesis and Alacrity doing work in the banana right now. A little bit of a poke coming in from the Horde side. Typically, we see one of two options for the offense. We see a fast push or a slow push. If free action potions and rocket boots are off cooldown for all players, we typically see them try to sync them up and do a fast push, but this is going to be more of a slow push for the time being. And in response to a slow push, this Alliance side knows they can't just start kiting. They need to actually kill some targets. We'll see if Alacrity and Genesis can get it done. But
sorry to interrupt you there, Jake, but Genesis was Rocket Helm. Genesis was Rocket Helmed, and it's going to be broken, though.
That most likely was the reason for this jump, the early jump here from Yes Master and Alacrity, already headed out to the fence, knowing that they don't have that mage down below to peel.
But this does mean that the Horde will have control of that flag room if they do choose to sit there and just drink up, get their buffs, get their powered shields, and think about another way of attacking. Yes Master is going to be completely fine out here. The flare is down. It will not be able to open with the sap. Huamama is here to assist as well. Huamama, though, forced to pop the FAP. We're going to see if he will have that resto pop for later. Of course, Restoration Potion can stop him from getting Rocket Helm, can stop him from getting blinded. But no, there's a return on the other side. But of course, Yes Master will not be able to get a cap right here. The Horde will be able to re-pick this flag.
Yeah, Vapid going down at his own graveyard. Didn't even have the Warrior Park connecting on him. I suppose he was the victim of the Rogue there and the Warlock combo. Vapid having trouble escaping this Chinese offense for sure, Alex.
Yeah, the Chinese offense, very, very strong players, of course, maintaining that mid control for almost the entirety of last game. You do know they have that offensive pressure, and if Vapid's not ready for it like Yesmaster is, Yesmaster, of course, knowing his limits, he will jump early if needs be. But Crocadia here has the Alliance flag, and he's making his way up to tunnel, assisted by Toxon and Wind Fury Factory, the Shaman. They're going to just sit up here, I assume, until they can get some more reinforcements, maybe some mid control.
Yeah, Crocadia taking that flag up to the enemy roof, you know, not an ideal position, but a lot of times the best decision to make when you're not sure what mid looks like, not sure if you have control of ramp or have control of outside tunnel to be able to pass safely. So for the time being, he's going to gather up with his team. They're going to get a little bit of mana safely on the enemy roof while they try and sniff out the positions of the enemy rogues. Oh, but look at this. This could get interesting because Yesmaster and his squad are heading right up the banana with their own flag. It's very rare you see the flag carrier do this. Crocodilio with the charge onto Yesmaster. Yesmaster realizes they're up there, and he gets away real quick. He's going to get a lot of damage onto him from that Shaman. Almost goes down. You see right there just how dangerous it is to let a Shaman free cast.
Yeah, Yesmaster going full Wild Grizzly there, going straight up on the offensive, going to go and bite down Crocadia, but Crocadia just says, listen, mate, I'm a warrior with armor. You cannot do this. Get back into your base. Park, though, continuing to beat onto Crocadia. The skeleton is out there from Yesmaster. Of course, Yesmaster not even with a presence in this fight, somehow has a presence in this fight with the skeleton. It's going to be interrupting the heals of Wind Fury Factory, who's trying to keep Crocadia alive. Crocadia, though, goes down. Toxin with a huge repick. Zark doing what he can, slowing him down. Getting cast now on from the back of Gooby. Gooby channeling those Shadow Bolts, just pumping damage, and that is going to be a return and a cap for NMSL.
Yeah, tough situation there. Yesmaster came very, very close to going down. He was headed up that banana with his team, and I don't think they were aware of the fact that there was a Shaman on their own roof, almost taking him out. But, you know, Yesmaster, not a player to be underestimated. Definitely carrying his team right now, no pun intended, as well as carrying the flags. He's made some nice plays to stay alive in some tight situations.
Yeah, we did say this last game as well. Yesmaster, he definitely knows his limits. He can survive on that 10% health, and that's what makes the difference sometimes. You know, if you know that there's still a bit of damage that you can take, you will leave earlier than most players, and most players may just be surprised by the elemental shaman damage. All it takes is a lightning bolt into a chain lightning into a shock, and you are in the ground.
So the Horde rogue, actually, right now in the Alliance base, it looks like the sole defender is going to be Turox up on the roof. PUG has definitely not had much success at stopping Yesmaster from getting out of the flag room. We'll see if the Hunter and the slight change of approach can take care of that, but it's unlikely one player of any class by themselves will be able to stop the Druid.
Yeah, I'm just in mid here, watching to see how PUG take back control.
And
have you been ported out?
Well, no, it looks like Vapid is offline.
I think Vapid is disconnected from the game. I'm going to talk to Traque now.
Thank you guys all for tuning in. As I've said a few times now, this is an emulated server. These are very much ghetto-rigged tools that we're using. We're doing the best that we can. You can't expect professional production quality in this type of situation. But I think we're doing all right. Yesmaster with the flag pick, but Vapid...
There will be no pause. Sorry to interrupt you, Jake. There will be no pause here as per the rules, but Vapid has had to take an incredibly important phone call and has had to leave the game. It's pretty unfortunate.
So unfortunate.
Yeah, just as things were getting good. So it looks like NMSL are going to take this game 3-0.
And that will be a 2-0 in the series. Without a Druid to support them. Again, in the rules, it was very clear that there will be no pauses, there will be no replays, there will be no concessions made for disconnects, crashes, and other issues like that. Just opens up too much potential. But look at this. PUG defending so hard now that their Druid is gone. Yesmaster taken out. Do they really want to turtle and drag this one out?
PUG doing their best. Maybe Vapid can get back into the game after that phone call. I would like to see, you know, I really like the fact that they have Hearts of Warriors, you know.
I can only assume that's their approach, to just try and turtle and delay things until Vapid's able to get back in the game.
I think they were too focused on killing Yesmaster with like 9 or 10 of their men that Genesis Lowers just managed to sneak it through the tunnel.
Oh yeah, he's already out. Very sneaky indeed. They did not account for him, and it looks like he is going to cross basically for free. And I believe, in all likelihood, that's going to be the end of map 2 here. And
you hate to see it.
Yeah, he'll pass the flag to Yesmaster right now. A quick Nova there to check for the presence of a rogue before dropping the flag. And indeed, you hate to see it. You hate to see a series end on the note of a player disconnecting.
Oh, this is a real shame. Nit doing what he can, vanishing every spell in the game possible, running up this tunnel, trying to catch Yesmaster. Of course, Nit, a legendary rogue in his own right. If you don't know who Nit is, go and Google him. Go and Google him. Guarantee you will be pleasantly surprised. He is one of the best ever players to touch vanilla, and he's just going to be knocked out here by not even by his own fault.
And that's going to do it for the series. Yesmaster and his Chinese squad 2-0 over PUG.